I've grown up in the church my whole life, youth group, Sunday school, all of that stuff. So I always knew baptism was something that should be done, but I always had an excuse not to. You don't need to be baptized to be saved. My testimony's nothing special, it's not groundbreaking, so there's always an excuse not to get baptized.
Baptism was something that happened to me, but it was just a thing. And I only ever heard of it because I pooped on the bishop and I always heard the story. That's all I got to hear. I didn't really know what it meant. I didn't know if it meant anything. It's just something that people did for babies. And that was it, because we didn't go to church. We didn't do anything like that. I felt like there had to be a lot of rules in order for you to even look at God or follow God.
Like I said in my testimony, it was that a quote that I said in my testimony, and it was, "If you can't kneel before Jesus in a church, you'll never stand for Jesus in the world." I think it was the next baptism group that came up that I finally said, I have to do this. It's, God doesn't mean you where you're comfortable. You gotta step out of your comfort zone.
There's a lot of darkness I just found that I've been trying to escape my whole life. When I came here, it's like that little light went off in my heart and it filled me in a way that I can't explain and I could not understand. So when I came to get baptized, it was just like, that was the next logical step. I was like, why would I not commit to this? I was living in this spiritual death and corruptness, and to come here and to get baptized was to be like running back to my parent for a hug that I didn't realize I ran away from, if that makes sense.
I think baptism, it's that first step in obedience to Christ. If I'm not willing to be obedient in this one simple act, how can I sit there and pray, God use me, God change me, if I'm not willing to take that one step, that first step?
If I wanted to really belong, I needed to follow through with this. I had to let the church see me. I had to let other people see me. I had to stop playing safe and living in survival mode. It was about getting out of my own head and out of my own trauma and deciding to commit to moving forward and doing that with Christ and having a relationship with God. It felt silly not to get baptized. Like, why am I keeping it a secret? It's not an affair.
You're in a safe atmosphere with other believers. So if you can't do it in front of other believers, how are you going to do it in the world with people who don't know, people who don't believe?
Something as beautiful as this needs to be shared, and if I can inspire one more person to find themselves and know that they're also worthy of love that's beyond comprehension, even if they don't understand it, that it changes lives. It changed mine already.